What's going on, guys? It's your boy Thriller here. We're here for week number 8 of the MGDL Season 1. We are checking out Coach Bope, aka Bope. If you guys know, Bope is like a funny nickname that I think a lot of people give him. But it's Bope of the Cleveland Guardians here. This is the first time we're taking on Bope for the first time, so hopefully it should be a good matchup here. Unfortunately for us, we are going to be knocked out of the playoffs, so our chances to even have a shot here, even if we win, are not even there. So this will be our last game. Sorry, I'm just very tired. And real quick, as a disclaimer for this video, I actually did record this last night on my birthday. The 15th was my birthday, in case anyone was curious. Also, if you hear my cat a lot, I am sorry. But when we got to a certain point in the game, I was playing Mario Party Kaboom Squad with my friends during my good friend Brendan, aka Dark Devil 26's Twitch stream. And I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't pay attention to, I really didn't care about commentary at that point. I kind of just was sitting there quiet and stuff, and I felt like that wasn't good commentary for you guys, and I felt like that just wasn't. I just felt like it wasn't that. It was going to be a good video if that was the case. I really want to give you guys my thoughts, reactions, thought processes here and there about the game, so I felt like that just would not have been a good video for you to watch, and so I'm gonna redo it. Unfortunately, do a post com and just go from there. So, but Bob's team. Let's talk about his team real quick here. We got Garchomp, Ogerpon, Wellspring with Terra, Scizor, Tentacruel, Thundurus, Therian, Diancie with Terra, Scrafty, and Miss Magius. Pretty much expect just about everything. Note for a fact Diancie's not coming. Scizor could come. Scizor is a chance to show up. I don't think it's guaranteed to show up, but it has a possibility to show up in this match. Excuse me. So let's break down the team I am gonna be using this week. We got Smelly Cat, the Raikou here, Subcalm Mine, Thunderbolt Scald, 40 HP, max special attack with 216 speed in the timid nature. Basically designed to outspeed everything and then just hopefully get a Calm Mind off and then just kinda click buttons with either Thunderbolt or Scald. Up next, we have my boy Emblem here, the Entei with Stomping Tantrum, Sick Fire, Terra Blast, Extreme Speed, Max Attack, Adamant, 136 Defense, 100 in speed, and 20 speed. 20 speed basically makes it so I'm faster than no, excuse me, faster than no speed. Garchomp, which is definitely likely. I expect more of a hazards defensive chomp in this matchup versus my team. We are Assault Vester, we would take some hits. We are Terra Fairy now, unfortunately. If we do Terra, that means that Scizor, if it does come, can be a bit of an issue. And then Ogerpon can hit me with grass type moves. So if it has Horn Leech, it could take advantage of that. So, but overall, I think Entei can do really, really well in this matchup. Up next, we got the last Samurai, Hisuian Samurai here with Sword Stance, Ceaseless Edge, Sucker Punch, Razor Shell, rocking out with the Grindo Berry, my apologies, with 16 HP, max attack adamant, 116 defense, and 124 speed. This is basically outspeeding the bulk of his team except Bulky Chomp, and then just running the rest in defense to be able to take a hit or two. With the Rindo Berry, guaranteed take one rest move from the ogre pod unless I take like a several rocks or spikes to his head. And then I don't take the hit, especially if it's power up. Even if I take a rock chips, I might die depending on if it's an SD or not. If it's an SD, I'm guaranteed dead, no matter what. So there's that. But this set's basically designed to set up hazards, do damage, and then just hopefully try to win from there. But this is a mon that can definitely do a lot of this match and could single-handedly win us the game if we push him carefully. Up next, we got Donnie the Don fan here with the Rapid Spin Play Rough, Earthquake, and Gunshot Rocket with the heavy duty boots, so we keep that sturdy. With max attack adamant, 72 defense, a 116 speed depth, 68 inch speed. The speed lets outspeed more of the lower end speeds that we can and be able to outspeed them and then be able to take advantage of that. So this mon can hit relatively hard in this matchup, do a lot of damage, and be able to take a couple of hits here and there for us if we need to. Need to. Up next, we got my boy Typhoon, the Tornadoes with the Terra Fly. I was going to keep a Terra type flying for this matchup. Like I said, if I'm going to change its Terra type, I would change it to a type I actually would use if it wasn't using Terra Blast. But obviously, I want to Terra Entei in this matchup. With this Tauren, we have Nasty Plot, Hurricane, Icy Wind, and Taunt. Taunt is just was kind of like a filler move, but Taunt also makes sense in a lot of ways. But I'm mostly clicking Hurricane, if not Nasty Plot, this matchup. Funny enough, Icy Wind always guarantees Thunderous unless it's bulky, and it guarantee knocks out Garchomp unless for some reason it's Yachi. So we are Hurricane, just to spam that, but we have 80 HP, max special attack, 168 speed with the timid nature, guaranteed outspeed everything on his team. We are rocking out with a Wakam Berry, so that way if I do get my nasty plot off, and if it's Scarf Thunderous, I can comfortable stay in, go for the Icy Wind, pick up my KO, and be able to dock it out. So, really hoping this set could just straight up win and do well. But if there's a set I want to win, and this was a set that I came up days, like maybe 3 days ago, technically as of point now. But I think this was like the day before the battle, or maybe the night before, like a night and a day before the battle. I don't know how I remember that. It's like two. It's like two. We are going with my boy Robo Justice, and this is a set that I think no one would ever see be brought. We're rocking out with Swords Dance, Zen Headbutt, Brick Break, and Supercell Slam with my Iron Crown. Max attack, 16 defense, and 196 speed. The 196 speed will guarantee me that I'm faster than everything that is not choice scarfed. And yeah, this set's really stupid. It doesn't make any sense, but you know what? It's a set that actually legit wins if I position and play it correctly. So that's really, really cool. And I really think this set can win me the game here if I play it carefully. So here's hoping and here's praying that we can pick up the W with this stupid set because I was doing calcs and it two hit KOs just about everything on his team. It guarantee Oko's the tentacle of its Spadef. It can just guarantee Oko the Ogre Pawn if it's a full with Supercell Slam. Just overall, this is a set that actually can work, and if it's ran right, we go for it. So to see if we're going to do that, let's go ahead and just get into the battle. And we're here for the battle. And as you can see, he did bring everything. He did not bring Scrafty, which really surprised me. Scrafty, I thought it was a must because of the fact that I had Crown, Sinistra, Samurai. I'm very, very, very surprised there was no Scrafty here. So, with that being said, let's get into this battle here. And I'm going to lead with my Typhoon. He leads off with Birthday, and funny enough, Bope actually nicknamed all of his Pokemon, like, um, basically saying happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me, which I appreciate, Bope. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, man. He ended up bringing everything we expected, like I said, except the Scizor. Scizor I felt was a potential he could have won, but no Scrafty was insane here. So right here, I was going for the taunt here, trying to make sure we don't see those hazards here. Now, this became like a bit of a 50-50 here. If he has U-turn, he's going to click U-turn here. Go back out into potentially Chomp, maybe go into the Scizor, maybe go into Miss Magius here. Um, but if he does go for the electric move, I have my Conberry for this specific reason. So I don't lose anything clicking Nasty Plot here. He actually doubles back out into the Garchomp here as I do get my Nasty Plot here. I'm going to go for the Icy Wind. Guarantee knock him out, but he does reveal to be Yachi, and he does reveal to be the max HP variant of a Garchomp, and he is going to rock out with Draco Meteor, which did do about what I was expecting it to. We click Hurricane here, and on the switch out here because it was a fail safe because like even if you went to this was doing nearly 50% to that Pokemon. Guaranteed did 50% or so to that one. Guarantee about 50-ish to almost maybe an Oko potentially. Okos. And then it also guarantees still knocks this thing out if we wanted to go for it. So now if he's banded Scissor, he does knock us out because we are in range. So I go into my Smellicatus. He does make the safe play and clicks Bullet here. Now, I could have clicked Thunderbolt or Scald here. He is going to click U-turn here, so I do wish I could have clicked the Thunderbolt because it looked like he was willing to risk that Pokemon. I'm going to click Thunderbolt here, And this is actually roughly a max HP variant of not happy. That's the name. Max HP Ogrepon, or damn near max HP, because that thing really tanked it. It should have been pretty much a guaranteed KO, from where I was at, or at least damn near close to it. But he goes with this, and I decided, you know what, F it, we're full sending this right now. I could have maybe saved this for a little later, but I decided not to. We're going for the sword stance here. Now we do guarantee kill with brick break, so I don't have to risk the Zen headbutt. Thankfully we do. Now we go into the Thunderous here. Now this guarantee does 2 KO Thunderous. If we get the flinch, I low-key think the game's over here. I'm not gonna lie to you, because he's gotten the chip damage I need. It comes down to whether or not I can OHKO you, or if I OHKO you potentially. But if we can get this KO, Crown can just win here, and we don't get the flinch, and I'm very sad now. So, but anyways, we go into Torn here. I'm gonna click Nasty Plot just because I can. Now, in hindsight, I should have just clicked Icy Win. I could have been a lot more healthier and had more opportunity to set up here as I clicked the Icy Win here. Because now Scissor comes in, Scissor gets a free U-turn. So that was definitely a bit of a misplay on my end doing that there, as I do predict him to go for that. Which now he goes into the guard chomp here. I decided to take the risk here, and I go for the Terra here. Now, I know this is a very risky Terra Blast here, because now Scizor is a but in comes the Tentacruel, and for some reason I'm named after a Tentacruel. But but he actually clicks Flip Turn here, which was a very good prediction on his end here. He goes for the Nasty Plot here, and we get a massive crit. And again, thank you for calling me a goat boat. That crit 1000% matters here, because to spoil it for you guys, he is Cobra Berry. But in the end, I don't know if 100% matters, but that was still a massive crit. That really pretty much just shut down this Miss Mag. And especially if this Miss Mag was also Life Orb, that basically meant that that was gone from him. Which, in hindsight, I actually think it was worse for him that that happened. But now I go into my Typhoon here, I click Hurricane. Unfortunately, do miss. But now I go into my Hisuian Samurai, and it's kind of looking like it's game over at this point, because right now, like I'm in there. Now I will say the crit might have mattered. I didn't do the calc here. What happened? So playoff was probably doing it around 40ish to 50% if I had to take a guess. So depending on like if he was under 50, Sucker Punch could have maybe still been a roll. If he was above 50, Sucker Punch probably never killed. I don't know. But that was really unfortunate there. But now in comes this thing. I'm clicking SD here, and he's gonna click knock off, get rid of my Rindo Berry. That's fine, I don't need it. I go for Ceaseless Edge. This is fully Fizz Dev Tentacruel, so actually he was prepared. As long as I land another Ceaseless, this game's over, and I do. And Scizor, if it's not boots, it drops the hazards, and he does, and we do pick up the win. Now, I don't know when Bulb said that. I don't know if Bulb purposely threw the game. He didn't build a very optimal team or whatever. I hope he didn't try to throw the game in my favor or anything like that. I would really feel really bad if that was the case. Um, and it wouldn't feel like that much of a good win. But I feel confident Bulb didn't purposely try to throw the game. Definitely me playing this game. Like I think the way I played it would really got me the win here. I also think that crit on Miss Mag really helped me there. But I think at the end of the day, I still would have won. I think if I don't get the crit there, I don't go straight into my Samurai. I think what I do is I probably weaken everything else down with my Entei and then Torn and then leave Samurai on the back. Because I think if I keep Samurai on the back, I pretty much always just win the game, no matter what. So overall, I think I still would have had the game under lock and key without that crit. But again, you'll never know because we never know what could have been potentially plays here and there with though. But felt really good about this win though. It was really good to end the season on a win after having such a really rough season. Like I said, I think realistically we should have maybe made the playoffs. I think I should have had that game against Dye and maybe Hearth. The other couple of games that we lost, Kirby, I think I actually could have won that one, but it would have been a lot more closer. Um, but I don't know if it was a guarantee win if I would have beaten him. It would have been very damn close though. Like I said, I think the ones against Jay and Hearth, if I had just maybe thought a little bit more about my turns with Hearth, I would have won. Um, Jay I should have won, but the surprise from the Annihilate, well, caught us right there, which really sucked. But Overall, I think we had a strong season. Our team was really, really fun. Galarian Weezing sucks, but he actually has carried his weight a little bit here. Raikou also sucks. Um, Sinistra, I felt like I didn't give Sinistra a good showing the first time using it. I think I need to try it with Terra. I think I'll like it more with Terra. By itself, I do think it's a good Pokemon. I think maybe I should have just trusted my guts more on some sets that I didn't go with when I could have done that and I would have won probably. Or at least would have been better that it brought, so there's that. But Sinistra was still fun. Um, Don Fampus, aka Don Fan, he was really cool. He was pretty good Mon. I actually always enjoy Don Fan. It was really nice. Iron Crown, finally getting a chance to use his Pokemon. I actually had a lot of fun with this Pokemon. This one was really fun to build with. It was really fun to have construct with, and I do think I used Crown at least decently well. I definitely want to get Crown another go around to see how well we can try to make this Pokemon work and how to do more things with it. Hisuian Samurott, obviously in the late game, got a bit of a better showing and it did a lot more for us, but it's still a mon I might need to just, I don't know. But it was definitely a fun mon though. It definitely did some work. Terratorn, I saw some of the hype around it, and but again, Torn does this thing where it's just neutral to me. Like it doesn't do overwhelmingly great, and it doesn't do really bad. So Torn still did what it did for me. I think I need to try it again to see if I can make this thing work. But if not, Torrent's just gonna be that middle of the road mon for me, where he kind of does good, does bad, but he never does anything that fully disappoints me. But honestly, the MVP of the season for me was Terra Entei, dude. This dude finished overall in the top four for kill leader. And if I got one or two more kills, I think we could have actually gotten to the top three. This mon was absolutely so much fun. And I knew this mon would be so much fun to use it after seeing Joey use it. But I also was always thinking about Terra Entei in the back of my mind. I actually did not use the Terra normal E-speed strats as much as I thought I was going to this season, which I think was really great. I like that I was a little bit more versatile with Entei's Terra type every single week if I could be. So, really, really happy about that. Entei was so much fun, dude. I would love to draft this thing with Terra again. This mon was an absolute blast. So, thank you so much to Keegan for having me in the league, and thank you so much for Kaz for putting my name out there to invite me to the league. I really appreciate it. If Keegan wants to do a season two, I definitely will not say no. I would love to come back and battle the homies again. But if Keegan makes it the only time around he does this season, then you know what? It was a great experience. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Also, I can't believe everyone forgot this. Definitely go check out Bope in the description. Bope's a really cool guy. Really good guy to schedule with and everything too. He's just overall great. And he's going to be doing, I believe, the WPF season, WF Delta here pretty soon. Definitely go check out his run. I've seen what his team looks like. He's got a really cool team. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for your love and support this season. Thank you so much for the views and everything else. And yeah, we won on my birthday, which was yesterday, as I mentioned. This was a good time I played again. But yeah, we were able to pick up the lucky birthday win. So maybe I should play my birthdays a lot more. Maybe I win more games that way. But anyways, I'm rambling. Thank you guys so much again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till next time, guys. Peace.